Hey guys, it's Mrs. Bray here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Cornell method. So what we're looking at doing Cornell Notes for the school year. So the essential question for this is, what are the best note-taking strategies? There are multiple ways, multiple methods to take notes. But one of the coolest ways to take notes is the Cornell method. Cornell Notes were developed by Walter Pauck, who was a professor in the 1940s at the University of Cornell or Cornell University. He noticed that students had a hard time of grasping concepts and understanding things and remembering things and organizing thoughts and ideas. So Pauck came up with the Cornell method. Here's an example of what Cornell notes look like. You will divide the notes into 3 separate sections. So you have a section for questions, a section for notes, and a section for summary. So the left-hand column, as you can see here, where it says questions, that is where you're going to put a cue or a question. The right column is the note-taking section. This is where you're going to put all of your notes in there, all of your detailed notes. The bottom column is for a summary, and that summary is always put into your own words. This method is designed to help you review. One of the great things about Cornell Notes is that we can use this in history class to record information that our teachers are sharing with us, and then we can go back and look at those notes, and we will have them to study and to prepare for tests and quizzes. So at the bottom, there's a section there that you summarize. That summary is always put into your own words, and you want to do that immediately after taking notes. So you will look at and go through your notes, kind of comb through your notes that you've taken from the class, and then you will take about 5 minutes and write out a summary in your own words that describe what the information was that was shared in class. Here's a review. So for the first unit, we're going to be looking at political parties. So you would take all your notes about both sides of the political parties. So you would have your questions that would pertain to Democrats, and then your questions that would pertain to Republicans, and then you would have your questions or whatever with Libertarians. And then you would have all of your detailed information on that right-hand side. So looking at your left-hand side, you would have all of those questions and cues. And then on the right-hand side, you're going to have all of that detailed information. Well, at the bottom, you're going to have to write a summary, and that summary would be in your own words. So as we're looking at this first unit, one of the things that we talk about in class are political parties. So I have included on here 3 different ways that you could come in with a summary and write it in your own words. So basically, there's some sentence starters. So political parties were founded in, political parties are different in that, elections first began in, and as a result. So as you can see, you can use any 3 of these sentence starters to start summarizing your notes about political parties. So for conclusion, guys, use this note-taking to review discussions and lectures in class. We're going to have plenty of discussions, and we're going to have plenty of lectures in class. Use these notes to help you organize your thoughts, your ideas, and help you prepare to study for quizzes and tests that you will see in the class. Review by writing questions in the cue, keywords, or key ideas. So basically, as you're taking notes, you're not going to focus so much on that left-hand column as much as you are on the right-hand side. So you're going to be focusing on getting that information down. When you get that information written down, then you go back and you write and you review by writing questions, by writing cues, or looking at keywords. Something that you can go back and easily look at and say, okay, what was I trying to remember? And then you can look at the cue or the question, and then you could easily find that information directly across from that in the right-hand side. The last thing is to review by summarizing the main idea in your own words at the end of the notes. That summary will help remind you of what was told in class, what was taught in class, what was the new ideas or the new concepts or the new information that you gathered in class. That summary helps you remember and see what you have done in the classroom as far as listening to the lecture or taking notes, whatever that may be, even the discussions. All right, so guys, I hope that this has been helpful for you today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about Cornell Notes, please feel free to reach out either by email or, calling us, whatever that may be, so that we can help you with your Cornell Notes. I hope that this was helpful.